if they want to talk to you again, they might not.
And they want to talk to us again. They could just be like, "Oh, these guys are back. Throw them out."
Yeah, they'll ghost you.
Damn.
New phone,
Like
who
a bat.
dis? It's like you. This is not a phone. I'm looking at you.
Red at 8:15.
New tavern, who dis? Now, I do offer this as a potentiality because you have a cohort in the form of the ranger. You guys could try to kill the anarchist boss.
Ooh.
Oh.
If we
The
could
catch
find
is, of
them,
course, he's the guy that knows how to make black powder.
Yeah.
so if you might be able to reverse engineer it or find an anarchist that also knows how to make it, right? In theory, Arnie knows how to make it.
It's a double-edged sword. We get rid of the problem, but we create a new problem that
Correct.
might have a solution.
Do you think the anarchist person that takes his mantle or the anarchist game that takes his territory will be less of a problem? Right, that's a power vacuum.
I mean,
That's why people didn't assassinate Hitler, even though that we could have, because the
Yeah.
person that would have succeeded Hitler was be way smarter. You guys could find his stockpile. That is also potential. That's a good point from Garth. Like, he says it's around. Now, is he lying, or is he...
I think if we were to assassinate him, anyone that takes his place, while still problematic, would at least be able to... Their mind would make more sense, I think.
It'd be a lot more...
Well, yeah.
As Arnie calls himself, one-dimensional. They'd
Yeah.
either be massive assholes, or just not be assholes.
Mm-hmm.
I think Andreev is just so... He's an anomaly.
Oh, yeah.
All it takes is a little push.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, he's an anomaly until you do his romance questline, and then you really can understand the
Oh,
character.
God.
Oh my god.
Romance
No
questline.
thanks.
No, you can't expand your hero that fast.
So there's a chance.
And, I mean, keep in mind as well, the likely people that will be successful will either be Myrtle or Jackson as his lieutenants. So it's a question of, like, what do you think will happen with them?
Hmm.
Myrtle.
I
don't
don't
have
wanna
a
know
read
what
on them
Myrtle
very
can do.
much. Jackson just wants to fight.
He does just like fighting.
He's a very short-term person. Like, can I beat the shit out of this guy? Let's go.
He does carry bombs in technicality, but
He likes
He
to get
doesn't
his
make them.
knuckles bloody, though. You know.
he does like Bloody Knuckles to play a fun school time game.
Got fucking quarters. Oh god.
Good sense.
Kids love beating themselves up. Anyways.
There is not a right path in this. Really, there isn't. There's like morally right paths, I guess, but strategic right paths is any of these can spin. So I leave it to you guys entirely, having more pieces on the field. Because I was like, what if they just like give over the cork and he just gets iced, and I just never told him? I'm like, I'd feel convicted, or I'd be strong on my conviction in that, but also like I want to give him a chance to maybe deduce that.
Mhm.
And here we are.
Well,
So
appreciate the chance.
So it's your guys' agency. That let me know how close you were to the DC. The DC was 25,
Oh,
so you barely got over it.
holy shit.
But you did get over it, so that's a win.
Just like Bennett thought he
Um,
wanted.
Just like Bennett thought he wanted. Bennett 40.
Now, what's the last thing said in character?
Well,
I know.
out of game, what is your guys' verdict?
Oh.
Like that's what like the good starting point would be, right? Figure it out out of character.
Yeah.
Out of game, I
Mine
think.
hasn't changed.
I mean, I don't particularly want to help him just because I think he's a bit of a dick. But
I think.
Is
What do you mean?
I think
He also
as a
dick,
short-term goal,
but-
helping him would actually be beneficial. As a long-term goal, it's not. No.
Helping who?
yeah,
The
The
anarchist.
anarchist.
Oh, yeah, no, we should absolutely kill Andre with this new information. We
Understandable.
should absolutely.
Have a good evening.
I mean,
We
yeah,
are-
I
yeah.
agree.
I just
we-
worry about the power vacuum, but I mean, what can you do
No,
about
the
that?
power vacuum is
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
can't
Yeah.
call that.
based.
Yeah, we can't.
Have you ever seen the end of Gangs of New York? It'll be like that.
Right,
We can't
no.
call that power
There's-
vacuum. Sadly, we could do research into it, but that'd be like a whole session of researching, and it's like,
Only good, cool things will happen if we kill Andre.
understandable.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
I
kidding when I
100%
say
believe that. Yeah, I believe that.
The
If this is a murder I can get on board with more of.
the The guard, if you guys can, I don't know. It depends on the guards' like numbers and capability right now, but they could secure further out if that makes sense. So they take a bite of the power vacuum apple.
Oh,
It depends. It depends on other outcomes I haven't determined yet for the 2d6 stuff for the other missions, but
I mean, yeah, let's do it. Let's create a power vacuum. I fucking love vacuums, you guys.
a dog say they like vacuums. I know you're a liar now.
she's actually a cat in disguise.
Well, the cats don't like vacuums either.
Cats really don't like vacuums.
Yeah, but they can at least escape.
That's
Well-
true. They can't escape. Yeah.
I like to fight vacuums.
So,
Makes my gums
it
bleed.
sounds like we're all mostly on board with fuck Andrew.
So,
Well,
so you guys are being double agents.
yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Like the second he's like, "Oh yeah, go get me the cleric," I'm like, "All right, this is gonna go some sort of wacky way."
I mean, you guys could still turn over cleric Bryn to like get tortured.
Yeah, we
or
could
iced by-
hypothetically.
Yeah, it's like
That'd be
it'd be so like easy.
That'd be fun, you guys. I think
Yeah.
it'd be
wacky. Woo.
it'd be chaotic.
It would be pretty chaotic. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Question with my nat 20 perception earlier, I didn't notice anyone else following us, right? Like no people with particular 9th century headwear.
Black cats of
No.
any sort.
No, there are not.
Gotcha.
Del is
Oh,
way
invisible
over
zombies.
there.
Would I guess the next question is how are we going to set that up? Because the first thought I had, and I want to bring this up before I forget, is if we at all are able to swing a long rest, I can just make all my concoctions into bombs and pray.
A counter argument: if we're going against the anarchists who specialize in bombs, I don't know how effective bombs are actually going to be.
That's fair.
Yeah,
They all flak jackets. So.
exactly. Like we were making jokes about flak jackets, they
Yeah,
might be
fuck
be
that.
completely immune to what you throw at them. But if you
Yeah.
throw toxins at us,
It's not immunity.
That might be
I won't lead you guys astray. It's not immunity. It's a damage mitigation.
that's still
Which
notable.
is enough, because I'm
It's-
still
yeah.
pretty low leveled for it to...
Can it damage immune to 0?
It can in theory if you rolled shit enough.
Imagine, yeah.
Regardless, appreciate the volunteering of that idea. I think you could. I think we could do something. What can we
Just for a
do?
long rest, that would
We
be
could.
nice. But
We'll have to see. But we can, at the very
Andre-
least, maybe use those bombs to destroy
Secure an
any
exit.
chance of them escaping. Yeah, secure an exit or destroy one.
True. Although
Or
they
attract
might
a
be
lot
able
of
to
zombies.
make one themselves, but again, that's similar to the power vacuum. It's like we can't 100% predict that. So
The Rangers will help you guys out as well if you guys want to include them on this conspiracy.
I absolutely
well.
do.
yeah,
Yeah, that would
absolutely.
probably, yeah.
Hawk will do that right now as he looks over his shoulder, sees that Adele
Ranger
is still
and fella.
gone. He looks back towards the ranger. He pulls his mask down, and he says, "You want to help us assassinate their leader?"
He quirks an eyebrow at that,
Casual.
Mighty straightforward on
hold
that.
What?
At a sudden change of heart, huh?
World would
Very
be a
simple.
better place without him.
we've talked
Absolutely.
about it, and that seems to be the best option.
We've all agreed, yes.
Yeah.
Murder.
Well, yeah, so
The
you
death
know,
of
Yeah,
evil
Your
for the
cleric.
saving of good.
way I see it, nothing good will happen to your cleric, whether he goes there of his own volition or not, and this is the easier option. Only good
Certainly
things will
not
happen
easier,
if it's-
but it is possible with looks to the ranger.
Oh,
Your
absolutely
guys'
easier.
assistance.
Killing one guy as opposed to convincing one to walk into the jaws of death.
Well, I do not think Andrif will be by himself.
Maybe not. I just wonder how many of his boys will still have some fight in them if he's out
Jackson.
of the picture. Jackson.
Jackson and Myrtle, I would imagine, but that's still...
Still,
I wonder how loyal they are to him. I wonder if their loyalty outweighs their selfishness.
that is a very good question.
Sounds like we're gonna find out.
Ranger Bug just chuckles at that.
He
that's
gets
a very good way of putting it. What's the
You wanna-
expression? Thick as thieves. Let's see how thick that is.
Honor amongst thieves.
No such
We're,
thing.
we're split right now. 9 out here, 9 back at base. But I think we got the numbers
Formidable
right.
force.
Mhm.
If you could turn some of his lieutenants, that'd definitely make things easier. The anarchists are rather specialized at infighting, as far as I've been hearing with explosions out here.
That fellow we took with us, Jackson, he's probably our best in on that front. He's one of their lieutenants. And he's fond of this one here. Just right, Badger.
The guy you can see under his cowl, his mask, sort of scrunch his nose at the idea that someone could be better could be friends of a goblin. Right.
We'll try to keep you updated. If we need to contact you, how do we do it?
I'm following you guys.
Well, fair enough, but how's word going to get back to your other fellas?
They're not coming out here to help. The ones back at base. The other 8, they're
Let's
around.
secure your contract.
He said they're around right now.
Not right now, but they will be soon enough.
Good.
Besides, we're meeting at a meeting site, aren't we?
Correct.
We'll see them there.
That we will.
So,
If
we need to
this
get
is
the
turning
message-
in,
go on.
if this is turning from a negotiation to an assassination, well, to be perfectly honest with you, we're a bit more handy on that front.
I can imagine. Frankly, so am I.
You can't shoot peace into existence. You guys think about that for a second. He's like, he's not wrong. Unless you consider an assassination something to bring peace, then he's technically right.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
About it.
yes. There's too many layers to it, so I don't think about it too much.
Yeah, I don't
We
think he
don't
was thinking
think.
about it too much when he said it. It's like, look, I'm here to murder. That's what I'm good at, not theologians. Theologians? Sure.
To have peace, you must prepare for war.
Jin nods fervently. It's
Yeah.
like, yes.
If
Perfect.
we get some breathing room from these anarchists, because they've been testing us for a while now, and you tell me there's a stockpile out there of black powder, we can use that. Maybe we'll find it.
It looks
Uh.
like we're in business.
If you can find it, it
Well-
could an entire war for the renegade guards.
Well, doth that be in the cards, sir? Would thou be willing to turn it over to the renegade guardsmen, or would you hold on to it for your own force? He rubs his chin. I already know what the cleric would say. I
He
think
seems
that's.
predictable.
I think that the sergeant will have a word with him about it, and it will be two-pronged. One, we have to find the fucking stash first. 2, that could be a negotiation between our client and the guards. Sound fair?
Sure.
You're
You
far
guys
far
have
more
a metaphor
negotiable than
anyway.
the anarchists.
Mining.
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 We don't use guns. They're too loud on the woods. But it would definitely, it helps with traps. And it does help with mining.
Is it mining back in Lance or mining for your artifact?
The latter.
I see.
Ooh.
It's been slow going.
Well, as it turns out, a group of miners has gone missing recently.
I was thinking the same thing.
He quirks an eye at that. And are they in your back pocket? Did you abduct them?
No.
No,
We have
it's
no idea
more.
The renegade guardsmen are looking for them at the moment. That could potentially be part of a future negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring it up to the sergeant and we'll see what his vote is.
Good.
I don't know if the cleric will be keen on allowing other hands to touch that religious artifact. So he shrugs. We'll see.
Considering the miners have simply disappeared, they might have already come in contact with it. Could be why they disappeared.
Fuck. I don't
know
think
what the
so.
artifact does.
He shakes his head. I don't think so.
Alright.
It's Fuck it, we're laying all cards on the table. It's a ray of light
I'm sorry.
made
what?
manifest. It's a ray of light made manifest according to the cleric. Something that can be thrown like a weapon once.
What?
It's a javelin of lightning.
Something like that. But not lightning. Of sunlight.
Far more powerful. How do you spell art? Art.
It's either with an I or an E, depending on what country you're in.
That's why it looks weird to me. I spelled it with an E. That's wrong.
Depends on the country. So if your miners came into contact with it, and I severely doubt they did, I think we'd know about it. Regardless, I suggest you guys get a move on.
That's just
I
you
know.
make yourself scarce.
He does like a 2-finger flick salute and then backs up from the edge of the rooftop, quietly.
Right then.
Oop, shit.
This has been a very eventful past 20 minutes.
And very.
Surprised you
native.
waited that long, to be honest. Put 2 fingers in my mouth and whistle for our guide. Pull my mask back.
Before
up.
you whistle.
Yeah.
I must ask you, Hawk. Did you anticipate this course of events all along?
Absolutely.
Insight check.
Insight.
Yeah, right, well,
Yeah.
Do we need to?
I just
Fucking
played.
posterity's sake. God damn it, Jen, you stupid
believe
bastard.
you.
Do I have guidance for this?
Roll deception. Yeah,
Well,
that tracks.
wait a minute.
Yeah.
None of us believe him.
Okay, so you should.
Yeah.
It does seem like Hawk was blindsided by this as much as you guys have. So
But he's able to take
crazy to
advantage of
think.
it.
It's crazy to think.
Caradoc chooses to believe him because it's.
It's a good interest.
Well, roll deception or roll insight at disadvantage, because like just because like you're a trusting person doesn't mean you're retarded. So
You're not stupid. You just want it to be true.
what do you mean the police have my goodwill in mind for them?
You almost.
No guidance on myself.
So you are stupid, actually.
So you're the only one I can pick.
Yep.
I would say. I would say either you get the guidance and everyone gets the guidance, or no one gets the guidance.
No guidance on me.
Damn it!
Because it would make sense that the guidance doesn't apply to the person that's casting it,
Mhm.
Yeah,
right?
So
And like
I just didn't take it off, but
also because like I like inter-party conflict, but when everyone's purposely sabotaging it, I'm like, well, now you guys are just trying to make the game more complicated.
mhm.
yeah.
So
So-
no guidance across the board.
Roma,
Yeah.
Caradoc, I'm a master strategist. Everyone else, I'm a goddamn liar.
Didn't just blink slowly.
Yeah,
Since,
yeah. Roman's
since
like,
that
oh
is
my
the case-
god, strategic
since
genius.
that's the case, Hawk, I owe you an apology. My words to you earlier were too harsh.
What?
I apologize.
What?
Jen looks to Hawk like equally as confused as Hawk said.
Yeah, he looks at you, then looks back at Caradoc. All's forgiven, brother. I'll take it back too.
Do you think it is forgiven enough to pay him for Dell's bribe money?
That's all right. I ain't gonna ring him out for anything.
It's not ringing him out. It's simply he's paying you for you paying him. You've been paying for everything so far. You should get something back.
Jin, trust is not transactional. Let's move on from this matter.
Damn, I was really hoping.
What's your guys' passive perception?
Passive? Let me find out for you real
14.
quick.
16, I'm pretty sure, but let me double check for you after.
Oh, nice. We love to see it. Okay, so to the half of the party, I guess that's 16. Interestingly enough,
Ba-da-ba-da.
you guys hear the sounds of singing, like an opera singer.
No.
Oh,
That's weird.
New.
Feminine, masculine.
Feminine.
How far?
That would take an actual perception roll.
Yeah, how far out?
Passive perception, I could tell you it is northwest of you.
Okay.
So you guys are at the eastern side of town. Well, it. I mean, I'll give you guys a very wide range. How about that? And then you guys can make the determination.
Will we never know?
It is at least not within the next 2 blocks, like a 2-block distance from you. You guys have that, so that's a starting point. It could still be a few miles out, though.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We know how close it's not.
Yeah, you know how close it's not. Yes, we have that.
Do we hear just the type of singing? Oh, that sounds like opera. Or do we hear
Words.
lyrics, voice? Words?
No, there are no words to it. It is very much like opera singing, just sort of holding and casting notes.
Oh, okay.
Would Roma maybe like recognize the tune? Or, like,
maybe.
Ooh.
That's
roll
fun.
me. Roll me your free realm lore.
Realm.
Gain advantage from Eva because I'm getting tired of having to roll for Eva when she can just give you advantage anyways.
Yeah.
From opera. I would have assumed
Bruh.
Jesus fuck. Can I lucky that? That is pathetic.
You can lucky that. Yes, you can. What is your roll?
Please.
You have lucky the feat? No, you mean quick? Wait, do you have
No,
lucky?
I've got-
5.
Yeah.
You have lucky. Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
So,
lucky. Yeah.
You really have a low margin of rolling worse. So
Yeah.
statistically.
Oh my
My
gosh,
God.
That's
I'm
a lot
gonna
higher.
play a song. It's from Persona. That's not the song it's singing, but just to give you guys the idea of what it sounds
Like
like.
it's the same kind of vibe sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a shapeshifter.
That's
Oh god, that's actually a good song.
And you're fucked.
I don't think it's copyright, considering how it's like a video game soundtrack. So
Have we ever used Persona music?
we have.
Mm-hmm.
I've used it. I used Persona 4 music when you guys are in the Void Zone for Anushka and the Hollow region. So that shit. I remember using it.
I
there,
don't
so.
recall if that got flagged.
I don't believe it did.
Let me start a new recording.
I'm-
just in